Just had a quick realization, and I was kind of doing some deep meditation, been listening to a lot of Ram Dass recently and quite a few other books, and he broached a subject which I think is really important, and I just want to do a quick short video. He said the biggest problem with westernized society that we tend to value productivity and usefulness on a physical level in the westernized world. And that's one of the fundamental problems with us finding older people less apparent. But I'd like to add to that a little bit as I was thinking about it in meditation, and I had this big realization. I think that what we do is value in the westernized world productivity and how to make money and how to be wealthy and how to be successful and how to be famous. We tend to value those things over general wisdom and knowledge. Because general wisdom and knowledge is something that takes a deep, deep understanding and a lifetime of understanding. And in India and places like that, when you get older, they tend to value you because as you get older and you get wiser, you've got a lot more to offer, because most people, the aim is to gain enlightenment and to gain self-understanding and realization, and that gives you the potential to really gain connection to the ultimate, and that's the universal energy, or the God seed, or the God energy, or whatever you want to call it. It's different for each different religion and culture. And so the usefulness of us is because we're less productive, and we obviously as well, because westernized society also listens to the fact that if you've become wealthy and you've achieved something and you've living in a big mansion and now you're an old guy in a big mansion, you're like, wow, look at him, let's listen to his story. But because maybe you don't have the big mansion and you don't, well, that was my dog kicking me. You don't have the big mansion and, you're humble and you love your life. Some people would say, well, look at you, you're living in your camper van outside your dad's house, you're 50 years old. And I said, but I've chosen this, they said, would you want to live in a big house? No, not anymore. I always thought that was going to make me happy, but I had that opportunity and lived it quite a privileged life for good few years of my life. And I've lived in many different ways, and having the opportunity to minimalize my life has been quite enlightening, actually. To have less attachment and less things to be attached to has been quite eye-opening, and in the westernized world they would find that quite confusing. But really, I think that we need to take a look inside ourselves and find why we need these things. Because if you think they're going to make you better, they don't. A washing machine makes your life easier. A dishwasher is going to clean your dishes. A car which is practical, which is going to serve its purpose to get you from A to B safely, is a useful tool to have. But killing yourself to have the latest designer Audi or the latest this to be better than anybody else because you think it gives you status, it just blows my mind. I just kind of look at it now as how crazy that is. There's things you want and there's things you need. And I think we need to take a deep look inside ourselves and realize that people who gain wisdom and get older and have a real truth to offer should be valued in the westernized society. And I think we are going to become more valued as time travels now, because there's more and more misery, lost souls and suicides. People say, what is happening to the youth? And you think, if that's all they have, You know, and if you can't achieve those dreams, you feel like there's nothing worth living for. And the Westernized society has a lot to answer for that. I think we need to start teaching our youth that is so much more than just how much you can put in your back pocket and how much you can own. Because life is so much more than that. Anyway, that's my thought. I'll get this up on my YouTube channel. Thank you for tuning in. And just sending some late night love. Thank you guys for tuning in. Oh, by the way, this is my insulation I've been putting up. I'm about to carpet it in the next week. Can't wait. It's going to be like my ceiling. Looking forward to it. Anyway, love and peace out. Bye-bye for now.